And yeah, we can get started. So let me just make this the screen a bit bigger. 1 second. Perfect. So let's start off in a seated position, and you can come into a comfortable seat, and if you can, find somewhere that you're able to rest against either a wall or the side of a chair or something like that. And if you want to sit on something to lift your hips up, to let your hip flexors relax a little bit, then go ahead and do that. And then make any little movements that you need to make to let the body start to settle into the space. And then take a few breaths in through the nose and out through your mouth. And in doing so, start to relax through your jaw. Create some space in between the teeth at the back of the mouth. And soften the forehead. And then when you're ready, either letting the eyes gently close or just letting the gaze soften down. And start to notice, if you can, which parts of your body are in contact with the ground underneath you. And if you're being supported by something behind you, start to feel into the parts of your body that are being supported by something behind you. And start to breathe a little bit deeper, so lengthening the inhale and lengthening the exhale. And as you start to breathe deeper, see if you can direct your attention into the back of your body. So breathing and expanding the back of the ribs, the parts of the ribs that are in contact with the wall or the chair behind you. And start to really feel supported by that contact that you've got with the wall or the chair behind you. And breathe again deeply into the back of the body. And then start to lengthen the inhales and the exhales to a count of 4. So exhaling all of the way out. And then inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. 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 And then just allowing the breath to start to soften, and taking a few breaths consciously, breathing into the sides of the ribs, expanding the sides of the ribs. And exhale, draw the low belly in. Inhale, breathe into the sides of the ribs. And exhale, draw the low belly in. And maybe as you do this, re-relax your forehead, re-relax your jaw, and maybe start to bring a bit of attention to how you're feeling this evening. Continuing to breathe deeply and noticing what's present for you, what your energy levels are like, what your emotional state's like. And the invitation is to just bring in a sense of allowing to what's ever there. There's a huge amount going on at the moment for everybody. And some of us will be feeling that, whether that's anxiety or just being kind of frazzled or energy being all over the place. And the invitation is to really welcome and breathe deeply with however you're feeling. Starting to tune into how you can honor the way that you're feeling with your physical practice this evening. And setting any intention for your practice that feels relevant to you. Allowing it to be something that feels right for you this evening. And then we'll take some alternate nostril breathing for pranayama. So bring your right index and middle finger to your forehead and cover up your right nostril with your thumb. Inhale through the left nostril. And then cover the left nostril. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. And exhale through the left. Adding a breath hold, inhale through the left. Hold the breath in. And exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Hold the breath in. And exhale left. Inhale left. Hold the breath in. Exhale right. Inhale right. Hold the breath in. And exhale left. One more, inhale left. Hold the breath in, feel the breath in the sides of the ribs. And exhale out through the right, draw the low belly in. Inhale through the right, breathing into the sides of the ribs, hold the breath in. And exhale out through the left. And then release the arms. And if you're sitting cross-legged, then switch over the cross of your legs. And then release your left ear to your left shoulder. And bring your left fingertips out to the side so they're hovering a couple of inches above the ground. Breathe really deeply all of the way into the right side of the neck. An option to stay here or to bring that left arm up and over and start to apply a little bit more pressure to the right side of the face. Softening the right ear away from the right shoulder. Inhale all the way up into the right side of the neck. And exhale, draw the right shoulder blade in towards the spine. Relax the jaw. Take another couple of breaths here. Allowing that right shoulder blade to settle away from the right ear. And then gently bring the left hand to the left side of the face and draw the head up to center. And then release the right ear to the right shoulder. Bring the left fingertips out to hover just above the ground. An option to bring that right arm up and over and apply a little bit more pressure to the left hand side of the face. Inhale all the way up into the left side of the neck. And exhale, soften the left shoulder away from the left ear. Inhale, breathe more space all the way up into the left side of the neck. And exhale, draw the left shoulder blade in towards the spine. Take one more breath here. Good, and then bring the right hand to the right side of the head and draw the head up to center. And then release your chin down to your chest, and that might be enough to have a stretch along the back of the neck. Or you might want to clasp the hands behind the back of the head and just using the weight of the arms to apply a little bit of pressure to the back of the head. Inhale all the way up into the back of the neck. And exhale, create space in between your teeth at the back of your mouth. Soften through the jaw. Relaxing through the forehead, the muscles around the eyes. Release the arms, bring your hand onto your forehead and draw the head up to center. And then take a couple of rolls through your shoulders and come onto your mat and come onto your sitting bones and lift the chest up. Bring the hands to the back of the thighs. Take a minute here to just lift through the chest, draw the shoulder blades back and down, and start to feel a soft drawing in of the low belly. Option to stay here, or to hover your shins off the mat so the shins are parallel to the ground. Spreading through the toes, see if you can create a gap in between each of your 10 toes. Option to stay here or to release the fingertips forwards. And see if you can stay really lifted through the chest, drawing the shoulder blades back and down. Feeling the breath into the sides of the ribs. Option to stay wherever you are, or to bend the knees and bring the hands onto the outer edges of the feet. And then maybe you can start to straighten your legs, keeping the chest really lifted. Testing your balance and keeping the low belly drawn in. Breathing into the sides of the ribs, drawing the shoulder blades back and down. And then hugging the knees in towards the chest and rolling all of the way down onto the back. For some more abs. And bring your knees up over your hips with your shins parallel to the ceiling, spreading through the toes. Place the right hand on the right thigh. Take an inhale all of the way down to the bottom of the back. And exhale, push the hand into the thigh into the hand, and push the low back down. Draw the low ribs in. Take another inhale and release. Exhale, push the right hand into the right thigh into the hand, draw the ribs in, push the low back down. Release the right hand, bring the left hand onto the left thigh. Inhale all the way down into the low back. Exhale, push the left thigh into the hand into the thigh, and draw the belly in. Release, take an inhale. Exhale, push the hand into the thigh into the hand, draw the low ribs in. Release. Clasp the hands behind the back of the neck and send the elbows up towards the ceiling. Inhale all the way down into the low back. And exhale, lift the elbows up. Start to lift your head and shoulders up off the mat and draw the low belly down. Take an inhale here. Hold the breath. Push the low back down. Curl the tailbone. Exhale, send the elbows to the left knee and bring the right leg out at 45 degrees. Pull the low belly down. Take another inhale here. And exhale, lift the left shoulder blade up off the mat. Send the left knee forwards 2 inches. Pull the belly down. Inhale, come back to center. Hold the breath. Push the low back down. Curl the tailbone. Exhale, send the elbows to the right knee. Bring the left leg out at 45 degrees and pull the low belly down. Take another inhale here. And exhale, lift up that right shoulder blade. Send the right knee forwards 2 inches and pull the belly down. Inhale, come back to center. Bend both the knees. Hold the breath. Push the low back down. Curl the tailbone up. Exhale, send the elbows to the left knee. Bring the right leg out at 45 degrees and pull the low belly down. Take another inhale here. Lift up that left shoulder blade. And exhale, send the left knee forwards 2 inches. Pull the belly down. Inhale, come back to the center. Hold the breath. Push the low back down. Curl the tailbone. Exhale, send the elbows to the right knee, bring the left leg out at 45 degrees and pull the belly down. One more breath in, lifting the right shoulder blade up off the mat. And exhale, send the right knee forwards 2 inches, pull the belly down. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, release the head, release the feet, and bring your hands onto your belly. And take a deep feeling breath all the way down to that space below the belly button. And then setting up for a bridge pose, bringing your feet in line with your sitting bones, spreading through the toes. Inhale, breathe into the sides of the ribs. And exhale, push through your feet as you lift the hips up off the mat. Spreading through the toes. And use your breath here to create more space in between your ribs and your hips. Expanding that space that you've just worked with the abdominal exercises. And root down through the inner arch of your feet. Letting the legs take the work here. And as much as you can, relaxing through the forehead, the jaw, the neck. Take one more breath at the top. And exhale, curl the upper, then the middle, then the lower part of the back, all the way down to the mat. Hug the knees in towards the chest. And start to rock yourself forwards and backwards along the length of the spine. Taking a couple of rocks and rolls, and then coming up into a seated position and coming forward onto the hands and the knees. So the hands are underneath the shoulders and the knees are underneath the hips. Spread the fingers nice and wide. And take some circles around your wrists. So start to transfer the weight into the wrists, so different parts of the wrists. Feeling all of the bones of the hands pushing down into the ground. And then taking the circles the other way. Good, and coming back to a neutral position with the spine. And tucking the toes under. Take an inhale and drop the belly, open through the chest. And then exhale to round the spine, draw the chin in. Inhale, come back to a neutral position with the spine. Tuck the tailbone under. And exhale, hover the knees 2 inches up off the mat. Draw the hands together. Drop the knees down, take an inhale, open the belly, open the chest. Exhale, round the spine, draw the chin in. Inhale, come back to neutral, tuck the toes under. And exhale, hover the knees, draw the low belly in. One more like that. Inhale, drop the knees, open the belly. Exhale, round the spine, draw the chin in. Inhale, come back to neutral. And exhale, hover the knees 2 inches up off the mat. And breathe into the sides of the ribs here. Tucking the sitting bones down, tucking the tailbone under. And then step back into a plank position. And in your plank position, you can always have the knees down. And then squeeze your ankles together and draw the hands in towards each other. Take an inhale with the feet at the center. And exhale, drop the heels towards the left. Inhale, draw the feet to center. Exhale, drop the heels towards the right. Inhale, feet to center. Exhale, heels to the left. Inhale, feet to center. And exhale, heels to the right. Inhale, come back to center. And then push through your hands, lift the hips up into a downward facing dog. And take a couple of breaths here out through the mouth. Softening through the forehead, the back of the neck. Maybe making some little movements with the hips from side to side, bending and stretching the knees in turn. Good. And then inhale, draw yourself forwards into a plank position. Exhale, draw the belly in, lift up to downward facing dog. Inhale, draw forwards into a plank position. Exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. One more, inhale to plank. Exhale, push through the hands as you lift the hips to downward facing dog. And then drop the knees down. Keep the hips up over the knees and walk the hands forwards. Start to sink your chest down towards the mat. Maybe relaxing the forehead down towards the mat, maybe bringing the chin down towards the mat. And take some deep breaths here into the sides of the ribs, into the back of the ribs, into that space behind the heart. Good, and then walk the hands back in, tuck the toes under, and lift back up into a downward facing dog. And start to walk your feet forwards towards your hands at the top of the mat, coming into a standing forward fold, releasing through the back of the head and the back of the neck. Option to bring the thumbs to the inner elbows, to bring a little bit more weight into the upper body. Maybe moving the head from side to side, nodding yes, shaking the head. And then bring the left hand down in between your feet at the top of the mat and put a bend in your left knee and reach the right arm up into the air. Breathing into the space in between the shoulder blades. Release. Bend the right knee, bring the right hand down and reach the left arm up into the air. Release. And then slowly roll yourself up into a standing position. And come up to the top of the mat. And spread through your toes, really feel the ground underneath your feet. And either bring the arms alongside of the body or bring the hands together in front of the chest. And let the eyes gently close down. Take a deep breath into the sides of the ribs. And exhale, draw the belly in, tuck the tailbone a little bit. Again, breathe into the sides of the ribs. And exhale, draw the crown of the head back, growing really tall through the spine. Take one more breath here. And then release the arms down. We'll take some sun salutations. Inhale, reach the arms up into the air. Exhale, fold forwards, draw the belly in. Inhale, bring the hands to the shins, half lift. Exhale, step to a plank position. And spread through your fingers again here. You can always have your knees down in your plank. Get a sense of drawing the hands towards each other, switching the chest muscles on and tucking the tailbone under. And then drop the knees down. Take an inhale into the space in between the shoulder blades. And exhale, draw the shoulder blades back and down as you send the heart forwards, coming down towards the ground. Push the tops of the feet into the mat. Bring the hands forwards of the chest. Inhale, draw the upper ribs forwards. And exhale, draw the heart forwards and down and push back into a downward facing dog. Again, softening through the back of the head, the back of the neck. Spreading through the fingers and getting a long line all of the way from the fingertips up to the sitting bones. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the top of the mat, standing forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms all of the way up. And exhale, draw the hands back to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, draw the belly in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or jump back, lowering yourself down towards the ground. Inhale, draw the ribs forwards. And exhale, push to downward facing dog. Take a breath out through the mouth here, again, creating space in between your teeth at the back of the mouth. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step or jump, top of the mat, standing forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, draw the hands back to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forwards, draw the belly in. Inhale, half lift. This time, step the left foot back and bring the left knee down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, push into your right foot and your left shin and draw the pubic bone towards the belly button. Inhale, breathe into the sides of the ribs. Exhale, come back into a plank position. Drop the knees down and lower yourself down to your belly. Take one inhale, come up into a cobra. And exhale, push to a downward facing dog. Inhale, reach the left leg up into the air. Exhale, step the left foot forwards, bring the right knee down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, curl the pubic bone towards the belly button, push into that left foot. Inhale, breathe into the sides of the ribs. Exhale, standing forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up into the air. And exhale, draw the hands back to heart center. Put a bend in your knees. Inhale, come up into a chair pose. And exhale, lengthen through your fingertips, but soften your shoulders away from your ears. Option to come up onto your tiptoes, drawing the thighs in towards each other. Take another inhale here. And exhale, standing forward fold, release the back of the neck. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or jump back, lowering yourself down towards the ground. Inhale, draw the ribs forward, cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up into the air. And exhale, draw the right knee in towards the nose, bring the shoulders forwards over the wrists. Inhale, reach the right leg up. Exhale, hug the right knee in. Inhale, reach the right leg up. And exhale, step the right foot forwards. Stay on the toes of the back foot and come up into your high lunge. And release the arms down by the sides. Inhale, breathe into the upper back for shoulder shrugs. Lift the shoulders up, take them back, and exhale, draw them down the back. Inhale, breathe into the upper back. Take the shoulders up, back, and exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together and down. One more like that. Inhale to the upper back. Exhale, lift the shoulders up, back, and down. And then bring your right elbow underneath your left elbow for eagle arms. Either bringing the backs of the forearms together or maybe wrapping the palms around. And taking a couple of breaths into the space in between the shoulder blades, in the back of the body. Reaching out through the heel of the back foot. And then drop the left knee down. Bring the arms out into a cactus position. Take an inhale and open the chest. And exhale, round the spine, draw the elbows together. Inhale, open the chest, sink into the hips. And exhale, round the spine, push through your right foot. Inhale, open the chest. And exhale to round. And then bring your right hand onto your right thigh. Inhale, reach the left arm up. And exhale, come into a twist. Bring your left elbow over the right thigh. Either a fist in the left hand with the right hand on top, or bringing the palms together. And take a couple of breaths here, really pushing that left upper arm into the right thigh, breathing into the space in between the shoulder blades. Again, softening through the jaw. Good, release, bring the left hand down next to your right foot. Tuck the left toes under and reach your right arm up into the air. So you're in a simple twist. And then we'll come into a variation or a version of side plank. So either drop the left knee down and step the right foot back, or rolling onto the outside edge of the left foot and stepping the right foot back, stacking the feet on top of each other. Pushing through that left hand and drawing the left shoulder away from the left ear. Release the right hand down. Option to come through a vinyasa or straight back into a downward facing dog. And then taking a couple of breaths together out through the mouth. So inhaling through the nose And exhale for a lion's breath. Sticking the tongue out. Inhale into the sides of the ribs. Exhale, stick the tongue out. Inhale, reach the left leg up into the air. Exhale, hug the left knee in towards the nose. Bring the shoulders forwards over the wrist. Inhale, reach the left leg up. Exhale, round the back, draw the knee in. Inhale, push through the hands, lift the leg up. Exhale, step the left foot forwards. Stay on the toes of the back foot. And again, coming up into your high lunge. This time, bring your elbows in alongside of the waist with the palms facing up towards the ceiling. Inhale, breathe into the sides of the ribs. And exhale, draw the shoulder blades down. Send the hands out towards the sides. Inhale, bring the fingers together in front of the chest. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Send the hands out to the side. One more. Inhale into the sides of the ribs. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then bring your left arm, left elbow underneath your right elbow for eagle arms. Breathing into that space in between the shoulder blades, squeezing the elbows together and sending the elbows forwards. Reaching out through the heel of your back foot. Releasing the right knee down. Take an inhale, open the arms out into a cactus position. And exhale, round the spine, draw the elbows together. Inhale, open through the chest. And exhale, round the spine, draw the elbows together. Inhale to open. And exhale to round. Bring the left hand onto the left thigh. Inhale, reach the right arm up. And exhale, hook your right elbow over the left thigh. Come into the twist. Either with a fist in the right hand with the left hand on top, or bringing the palms together. Take a couple of breaths into the shoulder blades and relax the jaw. Bring the right hand down next to the left foot. And tuck the right toes under, reach away through your right heel. Reach the left arm up into the air. And then coming into your version of side plank, either with the right knee down or stacking the feet on top of each other. Lifting the hips up into the air. Drawing the right shoulder away from the right ear. And then bringing the left hand down towards the ground, coming back into a plank position. And then bringing the knees down and coming back into a child's pose. And resting the forehead down towards the ground. Softening through the forehead and sending a few deep breaths all of the way down into the low back and the low belly. Allowing the weight of the body to really rest, filling the body with the breath. Taking a couple more breaths here. And then bringing the hands back out in front of you, tucking the toes under and lifting back up into a downward facing dog. Softening again through the back of the head and the back of the neck. Inhale, reach the right leg up into the air. Bend the right knee and open the right hip. Feel that stretch all of the way down the right side of the body. And then exhale, step your right foot forwards for warrior two, reaching the arms out. And see if you can spread through the toes of your front foot and spread the toes of the back foot, pushing into the outer edge of the back foot. Inhale, straighten the front leg, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the front knee, reach the hands out from the shoulders. Inhale, straighten the leg, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, straighten the leg, reach the arms up. And exhale, bend the knee. Bring the left hand onto the back thigh, flip the front palm. Inhale, reverse the warrior. And exhale, stay here, push into your right foot and feel the stretch all the way down the right side of the body. Take one more inhale, create more space in between your ribs and your hips down the right side of the body. And exhale, bring the right forearm to the right thigh, reach the left hand behind the low back, either holding onto the waistband or maybe all the way around to the front of the right thigh. And then soften the neck and soften the right shoulder away from the right ear. Pushing down with the feet and feeling the breath in the left side of the neck, the outer edge of the left foot. Good. Release, bring both of the hands down to the inside of your right foot and come onto the toes of the back foot. And then drop the back knee down. Either spending a few breaths in your lizard lunge here, maybe coming down onto the forearms, or if you want to, you can reach the right hand behind you, bend the back knee, and hold on to your left foot. And allow your breath here to find the space in your body that you can feel the sensation. Really noticing that, and then if you can, with each exhale, bringing a little bit of softness. Release the back foot, bring the hands either side of your front foot, step back into a plank position. Take an inhale here, option to drop the knees as you exhale down towards the ground. Inhale, draw the ribs forwards into your back bend. And exhale, push to a downward facing dog. Couple more lion's breaths here, taking an inhale through the nose. Exhale, sticking the tongue out. And again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach the left leg up into the air. Bend the left knee and open the left hip. Exhale, step the left foot forwards for warrior two. And bring the arms out alongside of the body. Push through the outer edge of your back foot. Put a soft bend in the elbows. Inhale, open through the chest, open through the heart. Exhale, move from your shoulders and round your chin in towards the chest. Inhale, roll from the shoulders, open the chest. And exhale to round. Inhale, open through the chest. And exhale, round. Inhale, come back into your warrior two. Flip the front palm. Reverse the warrior. Take another inhale, feeling that stretch all the way down the left side of the body. And exhale, push into your left foot. Relax the neck. And then with your next exhale, bringing the left forearm to the left thigh, reaching the right hand behind the low back, either holding onto the waistband or bringing it all of the way around to the front of the left thigh. Relax the neck. And take a couple of breaths here, pushing into the outer edge of the back foot and pushing into the front foot so the legs are super strong. The neck's relaxed. Good. Release the hands down to the inside of your left foot. Come onto the toes of the back foot and drop the back knee down. Again, either taking a couple of breaths in your lizard pose, or you can bend the back knee, reach the left hand behind you and hold on to the right ankle. Allowing the breath, if you can, to be really deep. And if you can't allow the breath to be deep, then just draw back a little bit. With your exhales, finding a little bit of softness. Release the back foot. Bring the hands either side of your front foot, tuck the back toes under, and then step the back foot forwards to meet the front foot at the top of the mat. And then slowly roll yourself up into a standing position. And we'll take an eagle pose here. So transfer your weight into your right foot and put a bend in your right knee. And then cross your left leg over your right leg. Maybe you want to thread the left leg underneath the calf. And then bring your right arm under, your left arm over. Send the elbows away from you and squeeze the inner thighs together. Draw the belly in. Option to stay here or to start to fold forwards, bringing your elbows towards your knees. And then slowly drawing yourself back up, releasing the arms, releasing the legs. Transferring your weight into your left foot. Putting a bend in the left knee and crossing the right leg over the left leg. And then bringing the left arm underneath the right arm. Drawing the shoulder blades back and down, sending the elbows forwards. Squeezing the inner thighs together, drawing the low belly in. Option to stay here, or again to fold forwards, bringing the elbows towards the knees. Good, slowly rolling yourself back up. Releasing the arms and the legs. Shaking the legs out a little bit. And then inhale, bring the arms up into the air. And exhale, just allow them to drop down by your sides. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale out of your mouth. One more. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale out of the mouth. Good. Bring your feet out so they're hips width distance apart with the toes pointing out. Inhale, reach the arms up over the head. And exhale, sink yourself down into a squat. Inhale, push through your heels, reach the arms up. Exhale, sink yourself down. Inhale, push through the heels, reach the arms up. This time we're going to come all the way down, so be careful of any clicky knees. And then come down and bring your hands down and just walk your feet towards each other. So you're on your tiptoes and your heels are together, but the knees are dropped out to the side. And then bring the hands down towards the ground and either take a forward fold here, releasing the back of the head, the back of the neck, or you can thread the arms underneath your shins, releasing the head forwards. Maybe even holding onto your heels. And taking a couple of breaths here deep down into the low back. Softening through the back of the head, the back of the neck, the forehead. Breathing down into your hips. Good, and then if the hands are behind you, releasing them and sitting down into Baddha Konasana. Bringing the soles of your feet together and bringing your hands behind you, drawing the shoulder blades back and down a little bit. And then push the pinky toe edge of your feet in towards each other. And lift through your chest. Soften the forehead and the jaw, and maybe close the eyes and just take a few breaths deep down into your hips, into your pelvis. Good, and then gently release, draw the knees together and send the legs out in front of you. And then bend your left knee and bring the sole of your left foot to the outside of the right knee. And hold on to the front of that left shin, lift the chest up. And then we'll take a twist. So bringing your left hand behind you and then using your right arm to cradle that left thigh. Or maybe you can hook your right elbow over the left thigh. Drawing the crown of the head back over the sacrum and staying really active through the toes of your right foot. Good. Draw yourself back to center. And then switch over the legs. Bend the right knee and bring the sole of the right foot to the outside of the left knee. Draw the chest up, come forward on the sitting bones. And then take the twist, bringing the right hand out behind you, either cradling that right thigh with the left arm or hooking the elbow over. Drawing the shoulder blades back and down. Breathing into the sides of the ribs, and as you exhale, then drawing the belly in. Good, draw yourself back to center. And then bring your feet out so the legs are straight out on the mat in front of you. Use an inhale to reach the arms up. And an exhale to fold forwards, maybe bending the knees if that makes it a bit more accessible for you. Release through the back of the head and the back of the neck. And just letting the breath start to quieten down a little bit. Not trying to get anywhere with this pose, just letting the body find itself in the space that it finds itself in. And then gently rolling yourself back up to center. Bring your arms out at shoulder height and plug the shoulders into the sockets, draw the low belly in. We'll come down onto our back, so curling down, bringing the low back down first, then the middle part of the back, then the upper back, and all of the way down. And hug the knees into the chest, either taking some circles with the knees around the hips, or coming into a happy baby pose here, whatever feels best for your body. Either bringing the hands onto the outer edges of the feet, or you could just bring the hands onto the backs of the thighs. Letting the breath be deep all the way down to the pelvis. Keeping the low part of your back connected to the ground. And feeling that connection of the low part of the back with the ground. Good. Release the legs. And bring the soles of the feet down onto the mat with the knees bent. And then hook your right ankle above the left knee. And reach the hands either side of the left thigh. Draw the left thigh in towards the body. Maybe bringing the right elbow into that right thigh, drawing that right knee forwards. And spread the toes of both of your feet. Noticing where the stretch is, and again, if you can, inviting the breath deep down into that part of your body. Release the left foot down, and then walk your left foot out so it comes off the left side of your mat. Bring your arms out alongside of the body, and then release the knees over towards the right, coming into a twist. And here, if you can, send the breath deep down into the low back. The front of that left hip. And draw the knees back up to center. And then switch over your feet. So bring your right foot down. Bring your left ankle just above the right knee. And then reach the hands either side of your right thigh, drawing the right thigh in towards the body. Maybe the two sides are different. And just allowing that, just allowing the body, yourself, to be exactly as you are today. Release the right foot down. Walk the right foot wide so it comes off the right side of the mat. And then let the knees drop over towards the left. Breathing deeply down into the front of that right hip. Letting the shoulders soften down towards the ground. And then drawing the knees up to center. And either bringing the soles of the feet together, letting the knees drop wide into Supta Baddha Konasana, or bringing your feet wide on the mat and letting the knees drop in towards the center. If you're low back sensitive, take the second option. And then option to bring one hand over the low belly and one hand over the heart. Letting the shoulders soften, letting the elbows release down into the ground. And take a few breaths all the way down to that space below the belly button. With your exhales, let the body soften and settle down into the ground. And then take a few breaths into the heart space. Breathing into the front, the sides, and the back of the heart, especially the back of the heart, that part of your body that's connected down to the ground. Softening through the forehead, the jaw, and bringing back your connection to this part of your body. And then taking a couple of breaths to connect those two spaces. So as you breathe in, filling the belly and the heart and the hip. And exhale, letting the body settle down into the ground, letting the back of the head settle into the ground. Again, inhaling, breathing, filling the space in between and around the belly and the heart and the hip. And exhale, letting the body settle. And from here, we'll move into our Shavasana. So taking any other movements that would feel helpful for your practice. Maybe grabbing a blanket or some socks, making yourself comfortable. And then lying yourself down on your mat. And letting the toes drop wide. So letting the legs come out to the corners of the mat, letting the toes drop out to the side. And then just tucking the tailbone under to lengthen the low part of the back. And drawing the shoulders away from the ears. And just scanning gently through the body. Noticing if there's any areas of tightness or holding. Any areas that you can soften and let go a little bit. And just taking this time to let go of any control of the breath, just allowing the body to breathe itself and letting yourself rest, relax down into the ground. And I'm going to share a few words from Dana Folds. If they speak to you, then letting them sink in. Otherwise, as ever, just letting them pass you by. It only takes a reminder to breathe, a moment to be still, and just like that, something in me settles, softens, makes space for imperfection. The harsh voice of judgment drops to a whisper, and I remember again that life isn't a relay race, that we will all cross the finish line, that waking up to life is what we were born for. As many times as I forget, catch myself charging forwards without even knowing where I'm going. That many times I can make the choice to stop, to breathe and be, and walk slowly into the mystery. And starting to deepen the breath again. Making some little movements with your fingers and your toes. Maybe taking a stretch, reaching the arms up over the head. And then hugging the knees in towards the chest and giving yourself a bit of a squeeze. And rolling over to whichever side feels comfortable for you. And just taking a moment there to really allow and feel your body settle, rest, be received by the ground. And then gently push yourself back up into a comfortable seat. And bring the hands together in front of the chest. Lengthen through the back of the neck and lower the gaze. And take a couple of breaths in, back into the space around the heart. In gratitude for the breath and for the body and everything that it allows you space for in your life. And we'll close with the sound of one Om together. I'll just unmute you all so if you'd like to join. Taking a deep breath in. Thank you all for sharing your practice this evening. Namaste.
Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you.